As something you've probably seen or will see on the 6-Minute Daily, you're going to see this. The Witcher has returned to dominance on top of the Nielsen ratings, at least as far as the streaming chart goes, racking up 2.2 billion viewing minutes. That's a lot of minutes, and it's not surprising. Season 2 of this show is getting a lot of attention. And so is Jeremy over at The Quartering, but I'm sure you know all about the falderall between him and Mrs. Hitchrich. But Deadline did a good story here, so let's take a look at it. Here we go. The Witcher, which returned to Netflix for its second season starting December 17th, dominated Nielsen's weekly US streaming chart with 2.2 billion minutes of viewing. And that's exactly what the headline says. The latest chart covers the period between December 13th and the 19th. A distant second place is going to be CoComelon on Netflix with about 840 million viewing minutes. In other words, it's, 2 times more popular, almost 3. It's a lot. Hawkeye, on the other hand, over on Disney Minus, added another episode as part of its one at a time release during that time. But its 5 episodes managed a solid but unspectacular 580 million minutes. Not very good. But it was good enough for 4th place, according to this article, and was basically put in consolidated viewing numbers at about the number 1 spot. Of course, all of these are airing in different ways. Netflix has a different way of dropping their content versus Disney Minus, but I prefer the one at a time for longevity as a content creator, but there is almost nothing better than being able to binge through an entire season of a show all at once. Nielsen streaming numbers account for only viewing via a TV set and only on Disney Minus, Hulu, Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Amazon Prime Video. Not to mention also Netflix. They are reported after nearly month-long delay because of the current challenges in data gathering, at least as far as streaming is concerned. In fact, here's the infographic that we'll look at real quickly that breaks down the top 10 for that week. Unless otherwise noted here, all of these shows are actually on Netflix. Here we go. The Witcher, 16 episodes, 2.2 billion minutes. CoComelon, 15 episodes, 840 minutes. Criminal Minds, 317 episodes, 631 minutes. And wow, that series is still getting attention. That's amazing. Hawkeye on Disney Minus is 5 episodes for 580 million minutes, which is pretty impressive for only, again, 5 episodes. And Lost in Space has 28 episodes, which I think is 2 seasons worth, at 569 million minutes. The Unforgivable, which is a film, is 566 million minutes. Seinfeld and all 166 of its episodes are 511 minutes. NCIS is 354 episodes. Man, that show's been around forever. 494 million minutes. There's a lot of old people watching streaming, guys. And Back to the Outback film was 485 million, with Wheel of Time pulling up dead last in the top 10 with its 7 episodes of 467 million minutes. I really don't think that show was worth the investment in it. Anyway, that's for this particular week of the top 10, going all the way back to December 13 to 19. And there we have it. We'll have to see what January brought sometime in early February, at least the way these numbers get reported. But we'll have some insights through Samba TV probably before then. I actually really enjoyed the first season of The Witcher, even though it was a departure from the way that, I was hoping that the story would be presented. I didn't like the way that the flashbacks were used, and if you've watched my Boba Fett reviews, which there's so far only really, 2, I really haven't enjoyed that kind of storytelling. I don't even know if I'm going to make a Boba Fett episode 3 review at all, because guess what? It wasn't very good. There was a lot of ridiculousness, and I think I'm done watching it. But as far as Witcher Season 2 goes, it's something that I might actually review to give you my impressions of the show. And of course, like I said, Jeremy over at The Quartering has been having a lovely conversation with Miss Hitchrich over Twitter, and he made his thoughts known very plainly without attacking her, which I think she finally recognized that because somebody doesn't like what you're doing or how you're doing it, it doesn't mean they're attacking you. And maybe the folks over at G4, and they're, I think it was a staged meltdown. I might talk about that in another video this week or this coming week. But I really am starting to see that as a staged moment, because I think they realize the writing's on the wall. They're not particularly successful, despite the number of subscribers that they have. So with that being said, what do you think when it comes to The Witcher or any of these streaming titles from December? What do you think? I mean, are the streaming services getting their money's worth from some of these high quality programs? Is it silly for them to try to change them and make them less appealing to the audience at large? Does it bode well for any future seasons for any of these things, whether it be a Witcher or obviously Hawkeye, or perhaps even a Wheel of Time follow-up, which, wow. I can't imagine that. But anyway, please put your comments down below. That would be fantastic. Let's have a conversation about these things. Man, if you're really interested in me continuing to watch, Book of Fett, let me know. Maybe I'll continue to do it, but I gave it my 3 episodes and it's not good enough for me to continue otherwise. Obviously, I have to wrap this video up, and I'm going to say the same thing that I always do. Support other independent creators out here on the platform. They could certainly use your help. They are losing to the corporate content creators out there, because that's the way the algorithm's built. And the only way to fight the algorithm is for you to check out the newer content from these amazing independent creators. Hit like, subscribe, share, make comments. It all works in their favor, and it works in mine too if you do that here. And if you're not a normal subscriber, hit the button for me, please. It doesn't cost anything. And of course, I do have subscriptions, memberships, I should say, available as well. I always forget the language here versus Twitch and the other places that I am on, but do check that out. If you're interested in becoming a member, please do. I would appreciate it. Members do have access to some other benefits, including some live streams, at least, once a month or so, amongst some other things that I try to do along the way. And with that being said, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. Hey there, one last quick note before I let you go. And before we make it to the end of this video, I, CultureCasino, have a brand new Teespring store. That's right, you can now go to Teespring, look up CultureCasino, or use the link in the video below, and pick out some handsome and beautiful CultureCasino merchandise with many different designs and styles and colors, many different items. I was actually surprised at all of the things that you could create. And I have some more designs and items on the way here shortly. But, if you want to support the channel in that way, there is some merch. Otherwise, here comes the ending. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.